Today's video is actually one I've been procrastinating on, and I don't really have a reason why, I just haven't gotten to it. But in this bathroom, there is obviously a vanity light that needs to go in there. The wire's there, and I'm just going to go ahead and knock that out and get that taken care of today. What's going on, fellow fixers? I'm Jeremy, and I'm a fixer. This channel is all about helping you fix and maintain your home so you can help others do the same. Anytime that you're dealing with electricity, I suggest that you be proficient in it. If this is beyond your level of comfort, definitely don't do it. Hire a certified electrician for your area. Now, I'm comfortable with this. It's a relatively simple installation, and so I'm going to show you how I do it. Obviously, first things first, make sure you turn the power off. This is the light that we're going to be installing. It is LED. Really simple. There's only 2 wires plus a ground wire, which is exactly what's in this particular wire that's stubbed out here. I don't remember what the cost of this was. I got it on Amazon. I think it was less than $30. But I'll put a link in the description below for this, as well as any of the tools that you might need to do this job correctly. But we'll see how this goes. It had good reviews. I'll see what I think once I get it all hooked up and ready to go. So first things first, let's go ahead and strip off the wiring sheathing that's on this wire. And I'm actually going to cut this wire because I don't need that much length. So I'll just cut that somewhere like that. And then again, these pliers make it incredibly easy to do. And you just put them on here. This is 14-2 wire. So if I just line it up, cuts it perfectly, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull off the paper around the ground wire. Now this light comes with a mounting plate, and it has a screw on the top and a screw on the bottom that attach to this plate. So when I mount this, I need to make sure that it goes like this, and I'm going to go ahead and feed this through the middle. And I know that the width of the vanity is 24¼ inches. That means the midpoint of this is going to be 11 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 11 1/8. Then what I want is for these screw points to show up right at this point. To put this in the middle, you notice that this hole is going to have to be over here. So I can actually cut out some of that sheetrock because it will be okay. Light will end up hiding that hole, because even if I put it over here, it's still going to hide that hole. Let me go get a utility knife, and I'm just going to go ahead and knock that out. Alright, now I really don't have to take much out of this. I just want some room for that wire to sit. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my knife, push it in there a little bit. Same over here. And then connect the dots. Now, I can actually mount this where it needs to go. The big thing is that I want to make sure that this trim kit is going to hide that hole. Alright, so even if it's not dead perfect center, I just want to make sure that this trim is going to hide that hole. So you notice here, if we look at the back side of this, where these screws will attach, there's about 1/4 inch on either side. So I know that as long as the edge of this plate is less than 1/4 inch from this hole over here, it will hide it. So that actually means that if I put it right there, it's barely going to be on the edge. So I'm going to bring it over just a little bit. It won't be dead center, but it will be close enough. And because I can see where my 2x4 is, I'm just going to go ahead and attach this plate, and I'll be good to go. All I'm using, again, I'm going to make sure that my holes are straight up and down. And I'm going to fudge this over a little bit. And all I'm using is some 2-inch drywall screws to attach this. And again, I can see the 2x4. So I know that I'm hitting where I need to hit. Alright, now I put some metal plates to protect that vent pipe, and I clearly just hit one there. So that means that that vent pipe is closer than I thought. Clearly, I didn't remember what it was like underneath here, because I thought there was a 2x4 that ran all the way across here, but it doesn't. It stops right in this area, and the pipe's here, and I have metal plates over the pipe to protect it, and so I couldn't bite into anything that was substantial here. So what I ended up doing was putting an anchor through this hole right here. So now that is on there solid, and it's just a really lightweight LED light, so there's actually no weight to it. So this will hold sufficiently. All right, so let's go ahead and attach the light now. Again, these wire strippers make it incredibly easy. I'm just going to find my 14-2, which is right here, right here. This kit comes with wire nuts, so it's actually incredibly easy to mount this thing. You can take, obviously, black wire to black wire. After you attach it, always pull on your wire to make sure it's not going to come out. White wire to white wire. I'm actually going to go ahead and strip this back more. That way I can twist this around. And I can go ahead and attach my ground wires. You want everything to tuck into the top area of this light, like so. Now the light, the screw at the top, most of the time you're going to have a lot more space on top than what I have here. Just don't have a lot of space because of how the ceiling is laid out. Go by feel. Alright, so it took a little bit of finagling to get that top screw in, just because of the proximity to the ceiling. I wish that they gave you the option of mounting this either way, or to take this part off and flip it, but there's just no way to do that. That way I could have the screws on the side and you actually wouldn't see this screw. Now it's made to go either on the sides of a mirror or obviously up top. And so this is how I did it. Moment of truth, I turn the power back on, let's flip the switch. Works perfectly. It's like a higher range 5500 on the Kelvin scale. Light is in, I can check that project off my list. If you haven't seen this video, go check that out and I'll see you over there. As always, get out there and fix something. I'll see you on the next video.